I'm Jessie. I've been a full-time artist for 10 years and thought it about time I start sharing my painting techniques and adventures. Subscribe to join me every week for a window into my art life. Hi guys, welcome back to Art Life. It doesn't feel like December here. It is the most beautiful landscape. This is literally just outside my studio. So I've come to take Finn for a walk and I've got my sketch pad. So I've been doing some sketches of boats because I thought this week's episode, it's about time I learned how to draw a boat. So anybody who's watched Art Life knows that any time I try to attempt a seascape painting, the suggestion of boats usually ends up as just a kind of abstract smudge on my canvas. I just find them really difficult. There's something about the lines, the form, maybe it's just a habit I've got into of just hating drawing them. So I think heading back into the studio now is a good idea to see how we can do this. Over there is actually Sutton Hoo. This is the River Deben in Suffolk, where I live, and it is the ancient Anglo-Saxon burial ground where they found ancient ships and treasure. There's a film about it on Netflix called The Dig. Do have a look at that if you have Netflix. It's a very good movie. So yeah, I feel really inspired by the first sunny day I've seen in weeks. So I'm going to head back into the studio. I've got my sketches, and while the light's still really good, I think we could capture something quite exciting. So this is the thing I love about my job, guys, is that even, for half an hour in my day, I can come out to the water and just get some inspiration, clear my head. I think this will be quite fun because I've moaned about not being able to draw boats for a few episodes. I think this could be, it's about time I challenge myself to see if I can actually draw one. If it's terrible, go easy on me. Yes. It's nice to get out of the studio actually. I think I've been locked in that studio for a few days without coming up for air. So even just getting out is just kind of just what I needed. Okay, welcome back into the studio. I'm really full of inspiration from all these lovely Deben walks along the coast around Suffolk. Again, I've primed something from the landscape we saw on the walk. Just very grey and blue, very soft, nothing too interesting. Again, it wouldn't even cross my mind to attempt a boat. This is how bad my relationship with drawing boats is. So I thought it would be really helpful if I just kind of primed something and we just go straight in the deep end with sketching in and drawing the boat. I've gone for a very limited palette, bit of Payne's grey, literally they all look pretty black, but we've got some Prussian blue, cobalt blue, Payne's grey and ivy black, and I'll add that with a bit of white. Keeping it really muted, I thought was the best thing to do, because then I'm not kind of getting overwhelmed with colour as well as trying to draw a boat. The main thing I'm worried about is straight lines. I have a notorious kind of difficulty with painting straight lines. Every time I want to do a straight line, it just comes out wobbly, and then it usually ends up as just some kind of big ocean painting. So I need to try and keep very disciplined. I think it'll be fun. It's Christmas week, so I'm just going to go easy on myself. Let's try and draw this boat. Let's try and draw a boat. If I do one good boat, I'll be happy. enough of that boat painting. It's so wet now, I think I can't do any more without starting to make a bit of a mess of it. I needed a smaller brush. Some of the detailing I was doing on the halyards and mast wasn't as easy because I didn't really have a fine enough brush. Some of my ropes were a little bit clunky. But here we have it, ta-da! If you stand far enough away from it, it's actually not too bad. I know exactly where it is on one of the walks we do with Finn, so I think it is a successful experiment for this episode, and maybe a little bit of a Christmas miracle that I have been able to draw not one boat, but at least 5. So I count that as, you know, something good to go into the new year with. Yeah, so I'll wait for it to dry, and maybe next year I can refine it and see if I can make it slightly more figurative and impressive with the contrast. I'm all in all quite impressed with that. So I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you on Monday. Bye guys!